Couple different types of formations we have not talked about yet. This larger one here being a good example of a drapery, and the one over here to its left being flowstone. Now talk about flowstone first. Flowstone is where water is actually flowing, not just dripping, down a slope such as a wall and depositing minerals along the way. It takes much longer to form because some of the minerals that are already deposited there can actually be washed away sometimes by the flowing water that comes after it. So you can kind of think of it as taking 2 steps forward, 1 step back, etc., etc. And so it does take a lot longer because of that. Now for draperies, you can see here that they are formed in these thin sheets that are folded like that, like drapes. And they form like that because the ceiling above it is slanted. If it were level, flat, the water would drip straight down, resulting in dripstone. But in this case, it's slanted, so instead the water drips along the ceiling in a pattern depending on the contour of the ceiling. And so the minerals get deposited in the patterns that the water follows. So for example, these pieces here that are all folded, kind of like the letter C, the water would drip in that same pattern before falling to the floor, and that happened over and over and over again, over thousands of years. Now also, while we're standing here, we can see laying right beside us here to your right, what we call the Great Fallen Stalactite. It is the last known formation to have fallen in these caverns, which was around 7,000 years ago. And what caused this to fall was a massive earth disturbance that shook the caverns rapidly and caused this to crack from the ceiling here where it used to be attached and then fall from that spot, landing right here. Weighs around 170 tons. It is one of the larger ones in the caverns, even though it has fallen since then. We are actually going to be seeing it again as we make our way around this loop up ahead and then make our way to this side of this valley. So do please keep that in mind. After we pass that area up ahead, we'll continue forward to our next stop, which will be Giant's Hall. And Giant's Hall is going to be the deepest point of our tour today.